Welcome to the Fighting Favorites podcast. The podcast that feels like when the weather lines up with your outdoor plans.
Okay. All my outdoor
like
plans.
it.
Yeah, all of your outdoor plans.
Wouldn't want those to get ruined.
No.
I like to laugh when I'm not supposed to. I think a sunset's best with a pink hue. I love to dance and I like fondue. But my favorite thing in the world is talking with you.
I probably care about it a little too much because, doing a lot of, even like disc golf or whatever, if my buddy's like, hey, you want to play disc golf tomorrow? And I see the wind is going to be like 15 to 20 miles per hour. I'm like, no, I'll pass.
Yeah. You're a fair weather outdoorsman. That's fine.
Yes.
So
Fair weather outdoorsman.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I should be like, no, rain or shine. But I'm like, I don't want to be miserable.
No.
You know?
Nate, I could not agree more. The people who go out and
Thank
are like,
you,
no, we made this plan, we're doing it. I'm like, but why? It's not a good memory in the end.
No. Or if
No.
it's raining or whatever, it's just like,
I don't want to be miserable. Exactly. I
No,
don't want to be rained
no.
on while I'm outside.
yes.
My version of that is we haul cabinets, and my dad, we lost the canopy, the top of the back of his truck. So
Oh my gosh.
in Oregon,
Wait, you lost
we-
like in a windstorm or something?
No,
Or
we just it like
Misplaced
broke.
it?
Like I think all three windows broke, and so he just like took it off because it wasn't really
Oh,
doing anything.
okay.
So then we, but now we have to like check the Doppler radar to like for like when rain clouds are coming in, so we can
yeah.
know when we can haul cabinets. So
yeah.
Wow.
I get that.
Yeah.
I check the weather app way more than I should, basically.
I am right there with you. I am very much a fair weather outdoors woman.
Thank you for
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes.
understanding me, Stace.
You know what? Even surfing, like people are like, you're in the water. So what does it matter if it's raining? First of all, the wind white caps all of your waves. So it's like blowing the ocean at your face. And then it does the same thing with so you have no visibility. Like it's just raining in your face. You can't see anything. That's not fun. It doesn't matter that I'm already wet in the water.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally gets it.
I'll validate you for that.
Yeah,
I
we
appreciate that.
both
Absolutely
totally get
that
it.
person. Yeah.
And
Love
we're both, yeah.
Both outdoorsy.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, now that we've established that Adam is outdoorsy,
Mm-hmm.
welcome to the podcast for those who may be joining for the first time.
Welcome.
Yes, we're happy you're here. This is a podcast where we fight about our favorite things. No, kind of. We just put our favorite things into a tournament-style bracket. And
Don't deceive the newcomers. This is what we do.
That's right. It's a brutal
This
fight.
is war.
This is war. We put these favorite things head to head in a tournament style bracket and see what's the best of this group of favorite things. And with me, my name's Nate, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I don't think I did. My name's Nate.
Nate.
I'll be hosting today's episode, but I have some incredible people, as you've already heard, with me today. We have Adam, the outdoorsiest of outdoorsy.
No, you're not kidding.
Adam Christensen here.
I actually borrow all of my outdoor gear from Adam.
They call me
Is it a little dusty?
Columbia.
The REI.
The REI. They call me
Adam, the North Face Christensen.
Yes.
And then our fair weather outdoors woman, my kin here, Stace, the Stace Face Grover.
Face. Yeah.
Stace the face.
Stace, she should actually be Stace the North Face.
Yeah. Oh
Stace-
my gosh, I love that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Missed
Sorry,
opportunity.
Adam.
Wow. Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
And on top of the three regular hosts that we have today, we have a special guest with us, friend of the pod, Whitney DeMille. Welcome, Whitney.
Thank you.
Wow, so polite.
Pleasure.
So
Wait,
I
courteous
just
and
want to
kind.
compliment your
Well,
hair while we're recording. Your hair looks phenomenal.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm on
Yeah.
day 4 of sock curls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
good on you.
For somebody who might have minimal hair,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
You don't do sock curls, Nate?
I surprisingly have never
Weird. Okay.
needed whatever. Is it just you put your hair in socks?
Yeah, it's like a method of heatless curls.
Ooh. Well,
I've never tried
it's
that.
working.
Yeah, it works really well.
Wait, do you do it every day? You recurl it every day?
Yeah, every night I've done it.
There you go.
We might have to talk after.
Delightful.
It's so easy. Less than like a minute, 30 seconds, really.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sock curls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacey, you'll have to let me know how it goes because I don't.
That's
think
the
that
first
I
time our
could.
podcast has been educational.
That was, yeah.
I'm
Fun
excited
fact.
to be another girl with
And-
Stacy.
Yeah.
So,
I would love some tips and tricks.
Whitney is not only full of fun hair tips and tricks. She is, like I said, friend of the pod. One of the first people who I texted, just texting people, telling them about the podcast. She actually individually texted back and said, "Hey, that was so fun." And I was
Wow.
just like,
so you know
wow.
she listened.
Yes. I mean, there were like, only 3 or 4 people who did that, and Whitney, that was awesome.
Whitney,
So,
thank you.
Hey, same.
you.
And they were all mine were family members. So
No comment.
so those
and well, Stacy, I don't think you can ever be like, you didn't listen to my podcast because you've also never listened to the podcast.
yeah.
I can't contribute to this
Stacey
part of the
was like-
conversation.
So did you publish or
People come up to Stacy, are you on a podcast? No, I'm not.
I've never heard of podcasts, actually.
I don't know what that is. Whitney, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh no, I was not prepared for this.
You didn't write a 3 to 5 page bio, or
I actually
okay?
meant to ask you before we did this if I was going to have to do this because I don't like doing this.
I mean, I can introduce you if you want.
Yeah.
But,
That's-
okay.
I'd love to
Yeah,
hear
I
what
think that's
you-
better. I
Yeah.
will say that is one of my least favorite questions of all time. Is tell me about yourself. I'm just
You're like,
I'm just like
I have
white,
red hair.
white, male, Caucasian, Pacific Northwest.
I am alive.
It's just like because I also never know how deep to go. Like I never know like what range they're looking for. Just like
No, I definitely remember.
I suffer
Like,
from
we've heard
ADHD and
enough,
depression, and
No, I definitely remember doing it as like a mock interview question, like when you're practicing interviewing for a job at school or whatever. And I remember like going back way earlier than I needed to, and he's like, that was nice, but I definitely did not need to hear all of that.
Tell me about yourself. 1992, a hospital,
It was a great
a baby
year.
cries.
Yeah, in Texas.
Son is brought into the world.
Changed the life of Renee and Brad forever. He's like, all right. No,
The toddler years were unassuming, but let's dive deeper into
when I
those.
blossomed. No. Whitney is originally from Southern California, moved here to Boise, Idaho, a little over 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years, I think now.
So major
Oh,
upgrade.
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major upgrade to Boise, Idaho. Yeah, Whitney.
Yes.
According to Nate, Boise, best place on earth.
With Nate, yes.
Oh.
Oh my God. It's not even
Wow,
Valentine's
should we just
Day.
end it
Oh
right
my
there?
gosh.
It's not going to get any better.
You know what my favorite thing is?
Yeah, this is going to be a test. No, she
Adam
is,
turning redder and redder.
Whitney is a food scientist for Go-Go Squeeze, the
What?
fruit puree pouch
I drink
company.
those. Yeah, I drink
Yes,
them.
beloved by kids and adults all over the
Alike.
country. And she is part of the R&D department. Who she's cooking up recipes. She's finding new ways to make fruit fun. And
Wait to put electrolytes into our fruit.
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, she's had some cool jobs before this, but Go-Go is pretty awesome. So
What is your education, Whitney, to do that job?
Oh, I studied food science.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
and then
Awesome.
she probably want to mention she also got her graduate degree, but it wasn't specific in food science, was it? It was like in food
yeah, food industry leadership. It's super random.
food industry
mouthful.
leadership. So
Did you
she's
get that in
leading.
Southern California?
Yeah, I did that at USC.
Oh my gosh. Very cool.
she is a smart cookie. And yeah, she is kind enough to be here on the pod. So we are stoked that you're here, Whit.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, the beauty about this too is that, you really don't have to tell us too much about yourself because we are going to get to know you in
That's
True,
right.
through your
the
favorite.
next episode.
Yeah.
Or
That's
this
right.
episode.
And
the
this
next
episode. I mean, she'll
and this episode. Yeah.
I mean-
yeah, I guess she'll be voting along.
That's
She'll
right.
be telling you what she doesn't like about you, Nate. So
She'll just
I'm very
say,
excited for that.
"Oh, I didn't know that you liked that."
This is a new
Yikes.
spin on the dating game. Yeah.
Come on.
oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be going through my favorite things, and Adam, Stacy, and Whitney will be judging which ones are going to be going through to the next rounds, and
Love
be finding out. We're just going to be learning about each other along the way.
Mhm.
So should be a good time. And with all of that, let's get into the first bracket.
Let's do it.
First one, sleeping in and not feeling guilty about it versus wedding receptions that are actually good.
Oh,
Oh.
Nathaniel. Oh, man.
My legal name.
Yes.
It's hard to get.
Gosh. I'm.
Stumper on the first one, huh?
Yeah,
sounds hard.
It is
that's a hard one. That's a hard
Yeah.
one for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Okay, here we
Stacey,
go.
Whitney, you guys ready?
Infamous countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Wedding reception. Oh, you guys.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Because when they're not fun, it feels like such a waste of time.
Ugh. Yeah.
Ugh.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Why did you even bother getting married if
Why'd you
your
invite
reception was
Yeah.
yeah.
Why am I here?
This could have been an
I
email.
can't have a good time. No,
Just-
as somebody who like worked in the wedding industry for a couple of years, I don't know. I care about it way too much. And then was actually just talking about it with some friends who are engaged and just like what their perfect wedding looked like. And it was just like the people you care about, good food, good music. And when those three things line up, it's just like, wow.
I
can this
just
get any
think
better?
like thinking in the opposite too, a poorly planned party brings on
Ugh.
so much awkwardness.
Seriously.
Like where you just are like, I'm just existing in this place with strangers and it's like there's no activity. There's
No. It's the worst.
hate it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Wow. A unanimous sweep. We're definitely all there.
Unanimous.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Shout
Moving on.
out to sleeping in without guilt.
Seriously,
I would
though.
say
Seriously.
pretty much anything without guilt is a really good feeling for me.
Yeah.
'cause
Living
That's,
without guilt.
that's just how I live my life, you
Yeah.
know? I just have a backpack of guilt on me my whole day. And I'm just kind of traveling around. And so anytime I can offload that, that's nice. But
Yes.
yeah.
but I
not
feel like
today.
sleeping in, especially, it's just like it's so easy to be like, oh, I've just wasted the day. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like on a weekend or vacation when you can just wake up
Yes.
being like,
Love it.
oh yeah, I love every minute.
That's fair. Like a vacation is a good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. But yeah, definitely shout out to that. Wedding receptions moves on. Here we go. Next one. And this one speaks to me. We'll see what you guys say. Getting a turkey on the 10th frame in bowling.
Oh,
Versus-
I love that.
Wow.
When a video or performance inspires you to retry or attempt a skill.
Oh.
Got it.
Those are fun.
So yeah, like if maybe if you haven't done something for a while and you see something and you're like, I have to go back.
I like can't like pinpoint that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or even some like, I mean, I even remember as a kid, like seeing a performance, and that's actually why I chose like trumpet as a kid. Like when choosing band, is we went to this performance of like an orchestra, and the trumpet, like the three trumpeters had a solo, and I was like kind of iffy on where I want to go, and that sold it. And I was like, that's what I want to try.
That's amazing.
So I don't know.
A similar thing, guy came to my school with the orchestra stuff, and he was showing off all the orchestra stuff, and he made the violin sound like an electric guitar.
Oh.
And so I played the violin for a year, and then turns out I really just wanted to play the guitar is what I really wanted to do. But that little assembly sold me on the violin, because he did this little thing where he's like, I can even make it sound like an electric guitar. And it's like, but yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So getting a turkey in the 10th frame, or seeing a video or performance that inspires you to retry or attempt.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Retry.
Video.
Yeah.
Wow. Another unanimous.
Was that unanimous? Yay.
No, wait, what did... Okay, yeah.
You said skill.
Okay.
I think we all said a different word. I said retry. You said skills. Stacy said video. But we all meant the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about, wow.
Okay, but to be honest, like, I don't even know what a turkey and bowling is.
Yeah. It's
3 strikes in a row.
Yeah, you get like extra turns in bowling on the 10th frame if you get a strike.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get a strike on the last frame in bowling, then they're like, you get to go again. And then if you get another strike, then you get to go again. And then your third one.
So it's almost, it's almost
just,
like 3.
I don't think that's ever happened to me before, but I do like even just a strike.
I like the hope that the 10th frame gives me, where I'm like, I'm behind, but I know that I can make it up with a miracle,
me
you know?
Too, yeah.
So I don't think I've ever done it either, but feels...
No, I think maybe once or twice in my life, or even just seeing a friend do it, like, I don't even care if I'm losing. I was like, that was miraculous.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about this.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Some simpler things here. Bob Ross reruns versus the movie A Goofy Movie.
Oh no, Nate! Nate!
Adam knows.
Adam's favorite
Nate!
movie, isn't it?
Why did you do this to me? I'm actually mad at you. Oh,
both great. Yeah,
I've never watched.
And this was
Bob
totally
Ross
random, and I was like, you know, it kind of makes sense that the media is going up against each other here.
Yeah. We should do that when we're in Bend. We should do a Bob Ross painting.
Son of a gun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never done it, but I was impressed when I saw a girl just recently did. Okay.
Okay.
Bob Ross reruns versus A Goofy Movie.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. A Goofy movie.
Yes. Okay.
Wow, you guys are locked in.
We are.
I love it. A Goofy Movie, underrated perfection. It's so good.
Oh.
I made this watching Bob Ross.
Are you for real?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, for those who can't see into the liminal space of audio, Adam is holding up a beautiful, which is it a sunset?
It's like some mountains and a sunset and a little.
He's like, yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Can you not see, Nate?
Well, it's like blue, like
Do you have eyes?
The golden, the golden. It's like blooming, so I can't tell if it's sunrise or sunset. That was very nice, Adam.
That was very nice.
Yes, no, Bob Ross. That's the thing is like, I have done a couple of paint nights with Bob Ross, but honestly, just watching him, that's like comfort food, you know?
Ever.
What?
I've never seen Bob Ross in action.
We used to throw it up on Sundays, Nate. Do you remember that?
I do, 100%.
We wouldn't be painting. We would just...
Because like Netflix, I think it was like during that semester or shortly before that, Netflix put like his entire episode run on Netflix. And we were like,
we're just going to throw it up to manage the vibe, you know?
I like it.
It was good. No.
Wow.
I'd never done it before, and I've never really painted in general.
That looks great, Adam.
We had to rewind
Did you use oil
it
or did you do like
no
acrylics?
but we had to rewind it like 1,000 times because I was like, he's so a wizard.
Fast, yeah.
He's going so fast and he's painting stuff, but yeah.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
All right. Honestly, not mad though. I love the Goofy movie with all my heart.
Yeah. If we listen to each other's heart,
you'll find we're never
find.
too far apart.
Yeah. Exactly.
Moving on. Lighting your favorite candle as you settle down for the evening versus eating chips and fresh homemade guacamole.
Locked in.
You guys got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Guac.
Chips and guacamole.
Yeah.
I thought Whit might go candle there.
Yeah.
I
thought
you know
so.
I was
Adam was going to.
I
as
was
well with him.
wavering. I was wavering,
Really?
and I was just like, no, I do like guac more
Me
than
too.
but I do like I didn't used to be a candle guy, but I just within the past like 5 years I started using candles.
Same.
And I'm like, why haven't I been using these? These are so nice. And
Yeah.
you can get ones that like don't smell like super girly or perfumey or anything like that just like smell, I don't know.
Pleasant.
Smell nice.
Yeah, pleasant. And it's good. And I like it. I actually have one going right now.
I was going to say, same. I've got one going right now.
It's just nice.
I don't.
But yeah, so Whit, candles won over guac, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you love your
Is it
avocado.
the food
though, too.
science behind the guacamole?
She's like, actually,
It's the breakdown of the nutrients. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's not even good for you.
No, I don't know. I love me a good guacamole. I grew up with like an avocado tree,
Oh, that's right.
but
What? Amazing.
a candle. Sucker for a candle.
Ugh, candles are great.
Nate,
Talk
some
about
big
setting the
some
vibe,
big
you know.
holidays coming up.
What?
We have Valentine's Day going on.
oh, okay. I was like, we literally don't. We
We do
literally just
Valentine's Day.
passed all of the big
All of
holidays.
the holidays are over. Days.
And then the 4th of July.
And I also don't know
St.
when
Patty's
this
Day, anybody?
episode's coming out. I think
President's Day, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe.
The big
exactly.
one.
That's in like Martin Luther King Day. Isn't that in a week?
Notoriously a big candle day.
close.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Chips and guac winning out on that one. Moving on.
I couldn't think of Valentine's Day either. I could only think of February 14th. And I was like, what is the name of that holiday?
Big Feb 14 fan.
A lot of holidays.
Lots.
Brunch with a friend or friends
Okay.
versus when you introduce a game to a group of friends and they all really enjoy it, or majority really enjoy it.
Mm.
I like how you take it back.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get everybody on board. Let's
be real.
Let's keep this in the realm of
Somebody
reality.
is like, under their breath, they're like, I didn't really like that one.
There's always one. Okay. I'm ready.
What
All right,
was the
brunch.
first one?
Brunch with a friend
Oh,
or
okay.
friends, or introducing a game to a group of people, and most really enjoy it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Brunch.
Most.
Brunch.
Oh, dang it.
Yes, Whitney.
Okay, Adam, did you say game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I knew that's where your heart was.
Yeah, I love games and I love when people like the things that I like. It makes me think that they like me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
But brunch, there's something magical about brunch.
I love
don't know.
brunch. I'm having brunch on Sunday and I'm so excited.
I don't really do a lot of
Ooh.
brunch. I mean, what is the qualification for brunch? Is it just
Sunday is primarily a brunch day to
yeah,
me.
but is
It's
it
the
is
weekend
Saturday
kind of
is
deal.
brunch just
Or
to
Saturday,
say
yeah.
eating breakfast like around 11 or
11.
something, or is that
Yeah,
is that
10:30
all
or
it
11,
is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That and
I just
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, because if you're having brunch, it like insinuates that you're getting together with people, because otherwise you're just eating at a time that you're by
Sure.
yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Part of it is just like, trying a new breakfast place or just getting together with friends. And
I think, that's a good point. I think
kind of
that
a
you can have
leisurely-
breakfast food at that time still, which would classify it as brunch, but it's later than like 9.
Do you two have a lot of good brunch spots? Whitney and Nate, you guys got some brunch spots? Have you guys gone?
Okay, so I love brunch, but it's something I never do.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
like I don't
there
have
you go.
anywhere in mind, but whenever like the opportunity comes up to like have brunch, you're like, oh my gosh, this is a special opportunity that comes up very rarely. I must take
Gotta
it.
go.
Yeah.
There's a really good spot in Oregon called Word of Mouth.
I love word of mouth.
So
I was
good.
only brunchy in Oregon, honestly.
It's
That's
so good. We actually have a couple
Brunchy.
good brunch
Salem
spots.
has a lot of good brunch
We
spots.
actually have a
Really?
couple good ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's,
Mm.
I mean, being relatively close to downtown, there's like Sunrise Cafe, there's the Griddle, Moon's Cafe, like so many good like either hole in the wall or like established places that are just delicious.
Yeah.
Big fan of breakfast food.
I think Rexburg, it was after you guys both left, but Red Rabbit Grill, they had really good breakfast.
That sounds nice.
That I loved.
I like the name.
Rexburg really honestly kills it in restaurants, I think.
I think so. They're kind of always cycling through, but
yeah, but you get to try a lot of different types of food there.
they do.
That's true.
They do have a lot of good ones.
They
niche.
do.
I think also too. I just lived there for a long time and was at. This was during my fat phase.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, I had a lot of disposable income and 90% of it went towards DoorDash. And so I was just sampling the local cuisine, as it
It
were.
was pandemic
So
time, wasn't it?
I just knew a lot of the stuff. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And like I knew a lot of the stuff around because I was trying a lot of it. Whereas here, I really don't. I don't go out to eat a lot.
You're a
Except,
tourist in your own town.
yeah, there is a food truck place that's like 30 seconds away from my new place that I'm living right now, and so and I've gone there 4
Would you
times
call it
already.
the Yard?
It's called the Yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It's
have
very
that
nice.
in Corvallis, right? Or somewhere. I feel like
I
they
don't know.
just
They
bought it
have
to
one in
Salem.
Albany called
In
the
Albany.
Barn.
The bar.
The
Okay,
Barn.
yeah. I've been
Down
there.
in Albany.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brunch. Great
More
stuff.
Yeah,
alienating
wow,
talk.
we really went off on brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and again, shout out to introducing a game. I just did
Shout
that
out.
a little bit over the last couple of. So I did a game night, and then for New Year's Eve we played some games, and I introduced this game that I pretty much just play with everybody because you can have almost an infinite number of people, and it is so fun. I don't know if you guys
Shout out
played
that game.
Bank, the bank dice game. So fun.
I just played one called Century Spice Road. That's really fun.
Nice.
Sounds interesting.
But brunch. All right,
But
moving on.
brunch.
This one has been mentioned, but not ever in a fight. We've got a warm, soft, clean towel right from the dryer
Okay.
versus it's a real tough matchup. The miracle of modern medicine.
Serious?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, that's in the episode
they're
title
both
for sure.
They're both favorite things of mine, but clearly one is a little more.
Wow. The miracle of modern medicine versus what was the other thing? Real quick.
It doesn't
A
even
warm
matter.
towel.
Should I just move
A
that
warm
one?
towel. A warm
A
towel.
clean, warm,
was an-
soft towel.
That was an
Those
episode
four specific
opener
things.
for you.
Yeah.
We talked about towel
Yeah.
warmers. I remember
Yeah.
that.
But it is a favorite thing of mine. So.
Okay. I'm
How
ready.
so when you say the like, can you give a little more context to the miracles? Like, what
Yeah,
do you think of? Why did you come up with that?
I mean, so that one actually came up recently as my dad.
I don't spit out.
I know I'm waiting for the giggles to die down because I don't want Adam to
You're
feel
just
bad.
so casually just like, could you give some more context to the miracles? Just
Can you use that in a
What
sentence?
do you
it was just like there was just like no
miracles?
irony in your voice when you asked the question
I
about
mean
it,
it.
and so
Yeah, I
it just
mean it.
sounded. Can you just go into the miracles that you've seen through medicine?
So
Oh,
this,
gosh.
like, it was actually around the time that like we started talking about, or I think even like trying the podcast out. Is my dad is a recovered cancer patient,
Woo.
and honestly, it was pretty incredible. I know this isn't everybody's experience, but he just had a very specific kind of lymphoma that it just so turned like it just so happened that there was a very niche study of certain types of chemotherapy that had proved very successful.
Wow.
And turned out to be very successful for him. Like he was able to, with surgery and then chemotherapy, start recovery only 6 months later, and now like over a year
Wow.
later is in complete remission. So like that was
Amazing.
pretty incredible.
Versus warm towels.
You're making it really hard
Versus
to.
You asked for the exact, like that was literally.
No.
I was just
I
like,
needed
this
the
is
exact.
incredible.
Yeah, because there's so
Okay.
many different miracles. I just wondered why you.
And that's the thing. I don't know. I feel like we live, even though there's like so much problems with like healthcare or whatever. Like,
right.
Like the modern medicine and modern healthcare practices are pretty incredible these days.
Yeah.
So I'll just put that one forward. How about that?
Yeah.
I was literally going to vote
going
for
with
warm
warm
towels.
towels.
Actually,
No, you.
I'll say modern medicine. Whitney, what were you going to say?
I don't think it was going through, but I don't know. I've never.
It doesn't like your dad, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've established that in past.
No. I just I didn't use a lot of medicine just growing up, so I guess I've just not. I'm currently like taking a regular medicine for my ADHD for the first time in my life, which is pretty great. But just throughout my life, I've just like I've never really. And this is I don't know if you have this, Nate, but this is a redhead thing that they say where like anesthesia and stuff doesn't work as well on redheads.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Have you heard that before?
I've heard that, but I can't.
Like when I go to the dentist, they need to give me extra Novocaine because I
Higher
can't
pain tolerance.
Yeah. And so like whenever people have like offered me, and I didn't know this growing up, but so like whenever people were like, oh, take a ibuprofen, take an aspirin, it never like relieved my symptoms as much because it just I never like I think growing up I was just
this
like
is fake.
I was like this doesn't do it, even though it did. But even when I like got my wisdom teeth out and they issued me a Vicodin for it, I remember taking the Vicodin and being like, I feel zero difference.
Wow.
Like I'm still in so much pain.
And on the other hand, a warm towel is going to dry you every time. Yeah.
So that's literally what I was thinking. But I forgot that I am on ADHD medicine, which has actually been super, super nice.
Well, it moved through, so you can hope.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got a couple more matchups here. And this one, it was inspired by your brother, Jason, on a previous episode, but getting a great block in a game of volleyball versus a bright, sunny morning after it snowed the night before.
Oh, love that.
I'm blocked.
We know where Adam's going. Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Here we
where
go.
I'm going.
3, 2, 1.
Block.
Bright sunny day.
Oh.
So, Stace, you said sunny morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, Adam,
I've never had a great block in volleyball, so I can't understand what that would feel like.
Yeah.
Same.
And you
I've
never
been
will.
blocked, and I know what that feels like.
Think about the inverse of that.
Yeah.
Think how the person must have felt when they blocked you.
Yeah.
I actually bet they didn't feel great about
I
that.
like seeing it. Like I like when I watch a volleyball game or like the Olympics and you see a great block and it's just like, oh my god.
Have you ever done that where you block someone or you like do really well in a sport against someone that you're like,
I'm
I didn't feel great about that, but like the opportunity was just so golden that you're just like, yeah, I gotta go for it. And then afterwards you're like, that was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
No,
the
bright sunny morning after it snows, like
I
I'm not
love it.
even. I get a little irritated by like snow or like driving in the snow or whatever. But man, if it's like a sunny morning and everything's just,
it's so beautiful.
It's unreal.
Whitney, I don't know if we talked about this, but are you as outdoorsy poursy as Nate over there?
Maybe not as much as Nate, but definitely more than you.
I'm the bottom of the scale. This is where the scale starts, and then Nate's here. But I'm that's fine if you're not lower than me, because there is no lower than me. I would exist in a bubble if I could.
It's so great. I guess I mean, growing up in Southern California, did you like what is your thoughts when it comes to like winter and snow? I don't know if I've asked you too much about, like, is it something you do enjoy, or is it kind of something like, oh, I wish it was sunny more often and warm?
Sun all the time.
Yeah.
Always.
Me too. Whitney, me
if you're gonna snow, do like a nice big dump of snow. Like I want
in the mountains where people want to snowboard.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yes.
But past that, I'm just like,
I can
so
do
you don't
inconvenienced by it. Yeah.
You don't
totally.
You don't like long for any sort of seasonal change at all. Like you're not like, oh, I wish it was like fall weather or anything. You're just like,
no, that's different. Fall leaves, red, yellow, orange. Yeah. You don't get that in California.
But there's like a briskness to it though, right?
Yeah, but that's different than snow.
I get,
that's true.
I don't know. Well, that's what I'm asking is if you just want like
weather, yeah.
I was just wondering
all seasons, but winter.
Okay. But winter. That's fair. Yeah.
Honestly, I fall into a similar camp.
I think winter snow was romantic to me when I was younger, and then as I got older, I was just like, this sucks. It's the worst. Yeah.
It is very fun as a kid. Very fun.
It is, yeah.
All right, last matchup.
Whew.
Doing a scary thing in public really well versus when you are able to get a set list at a concert that you attend.
Like after the concert?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have done this, but usually, so in front of every musician on the stage, they usually tape a set list. So that way they don't have to think about what songs are coming next or anything like that. And a lot of times they'll like pull them up off the ground and like hand them out. And sometimes they'll even have extras
I've never seen that.
just to hand out to the people like in the front row or like usually
that's cool.
the most
I didn't know that.
So I've gotten like, I think 4 or 5. And I just got one actually for this person that I'm wearing, Porter Robinson. The guitarist literally crumpled one up, turned around, and threw it behind them. And I like jumped up and grabbed it out of the air. And I was like,
you're the bridesmaid of the concert.
Oh my gosh, perfect description.
I was like, I'll be famous next, you know?
Yes.
No, I don't know. It's just such a cool memento.
What was the other thing? It was
doing a scary thing in public
doing
really
something
well.
scary well.
Scary?
Kind of like
singing in front of people.
Singing.
Oh, like something that scares you.
Yes.
I was thinking like spooky Halloween. I was like, okay.
Yeah, like a public facing thing that can be scary really well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Public.
Doing something well.
Yeah. Scary. Public scary, doing well. And yes.
All the same thing.
Yes, scary public.
Scary public.
I just sang at church for the Christmas program, and I was like, I have not done this in so long. I don't want to do it. But I agreed to do it. And we had done enough rehearsals that by the time I got up there, I wasn't, like shaking so bad, which I normally do. And I was like, I'm just going for it. And
love that.
We got done, and the lady in the front row like it's silent, right? And she's like, so good. Like,
yes.
thank you.
Take your
and then
flowers,
afterwards, like my
girl.
dad's like, that's the best you've ever sounded. And I was like,
Dang, girl.
Nice.
That is
There it is.
awesome.
Mhm.
Love
yeah.
that.
I was meant to be a singer, you guys. You guys know that.
Yeah.
It
All
was.
right.
It's in your blood.
Yeah.
And
It
with
is.
that is the end of round 1. So we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, we will.
And welcome back. We are going to be jumping
Welcome.
right into round 2 here. And just for Stacy, we're going to zoom
Yes.
Zoom, zoom.
Thank you so
this
much.
round here. So let's just jump right into it. Okay. First, wedding receptions that are really good versus when a video or performance inspires you to retry or attempt a skill.
Oh,
Ruh-roh. Okay.
like those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
3, 2, 1.
The second one.
Wedding
Video.
reception.
Yes. Oh, me and
Wait,
Stacy.
Stace, what'd
me
you
and
say?
Stacy.
Ooh.
Video.
The
When a
video.
video inspires
Yeah.
Wow.
you. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm
I like
kind of
to be
amazed.
inspired. All right.
And we
Yeah.
have so many skills, Stacy.
It's-
that
We have so many skills. Exactly. I just, in fact, it's what motivates me to do anything. Really, is competition.
I would say
and
that's
inspiration.
actually true. Is like
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
someone do it, and then I'm like,
I
you
can
know,
do that.
I bet it's not that hard. Like I could
Me
I could
too.
do that. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
No.
me in lifting. Even I'm like, oh, people are on the board. I'm definitely gonna be.
That person's up there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they're lifting that much. Throw on another
Easy.
plate, you
Yeah.
guys. This is
Yeah. That makes
just getting
sense.
started.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Next
We've had in the past wedding reception things when I think dancing at a wedding
We have
reception.
had
Yeah,
dancing,
I think
that's
that went
true.
to the top.
I think it was dancing goofily with a group of friends, but I think
Yeah.
We
I
kind
think
of
I
associated
mentioned
with that, didn't we?
wedding
Yeah.
receptions a lot, but
We definitely
Yeah.
love it here for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got a goofy movie versus
Okay.
eating chips and fresh homemade guacamole.
Oh, those ones go well together. I feel like that's
Yeah.
a good matchup. Not like modern medicine
That's
versus
literally-
chips and guacamole.
This is literally me in a matchup.
This is yeah.
yeah, this is perfect.
Oh man. I do associate you with a half-opened bag of chips, Nate. You just have your little
Anybody
rolled
who
up
knows
bag of
me,
chips
I'm
and
a
coming
chip
in
guy.
with your bowl. Yeah.
Yes,
That is very
yes.
much
my bowl of salsa or whatever.
and,
dip.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Goofy movie.
Chips and guac.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, Adam, I would have voted with you on that one. I love the Goofy movie. Oh, man, may it rest in peace.
To each other's heart.
But chips and I've literally, it's not even homemade, but for that New Year's Eve party, I got way too much guacamole and I've just been eating it for like a week. And I'm like, yes, I still have some left.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, next up. Brunch with friends, friend or friends, versus
I don't have
The
friends.
Miracle of Modern Miracle. Hey, well, brunch is a great.
Just one friend. That's
No.
all I have.
Yeah.
Brunch is
That
a
most
great.
of the people like.
No. Brunch is great one-on-one setting for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So both good. But yes, brunch with a friend
was
or
the second
friends
one?
versus The Miracle of Modern Medicine.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Brunch.
Whitney, I'm glad that you're in the shallow side of life with us.
Whitney, was it unanimous brunch there?
Oh my
You
God.
know what? I knew Stacy was going to come with me, and I was like, I really hope Whitney's coming with us too.
I love
'cause
that.
If you hadn't
So-
shared the story about your dad, I would have also gone with warm towels. So
Until that I was like, gotta change.
Yeah, you did the
we're like, well, we're obligated.
I was just like, I don't care, Nate. I'm glad for you, but
that is so funny.
That's so funny.
Adam and I generally know we're gonna vote the most vain thing, so.
I think also too. I don't know. There is just sometimes where I just sense it from you, Stacey, where I'm just like, I can feel it coming.
I know where she's going.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
that's
it's
so
in the
funny.
pitch.
We didn't know Whitney was gonna freaking come in with us.
It's in the pitch of how Stacey says, "Are you guys ready?" Because it's like, all right, are you ready?
I think another thing too is that we will generally give like a buy round to a nice thing.
Absolutely.
Or like
pity round.
If there's something that's like,
we get it.
If there's something that's like being a good person, we're like, okay. I guess
our family.
we'll move it to round two. But then as soon as it gets into round two against something that we're like, we actually like that, we're like, okay, we did our service.
That could have gone up against chips and guacamole, and we would have voted it out.
We did our duty, getting it through to the next round, and now it's gone forever, and it's fine.
Let's move on.
And no one can say anything because we voted it through once.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody can say anything.
Nobody could say anything.
That's funny.
All right. Last one of the Elite Eight here. A bright, sunny morning after it snowed during the night versus, I need to reword this, but doing a public-facing thing that can be scary and doing it well.
Okay.
Versus what? Sorry.
A bright, sunny morning.
Scary thing in public.
Yeah. Scary thing in public versus a bright, sunny morning after it snowed the night before.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Something scary.
Ooh, Halloween.
Halloween.
Love that.
Some big holidays coming up, guys.
Some big holidays coming up.
Yeah, only 10 more months till Halloween.
Oh, man.
Woo! Counting down right now. Wait, so Stace, what song did you sing for the Christmas performance? Wow.
Hold on.
So good.
It came upon a midnight. It wasn't a favorite. I didn't choose it.
You bowed your head in a way that I thought you were about to start performing.
Oh, no. No, I didn't choose it. So the lady who directs music for where my parents go to church, she is the lady that I clean for also. So she was like, can you please sing in the Christmas program? And I was like, can I think about it? And then she's like, you're singing.
Can you beg me
and it was a duet, which I always prefer duets. Well, this is actually funny because my friend was also going to be singing it. And I said, can you harmonize? And she said, no. I'm like, we're not singing together. So I asked.
You're out.
I was like, no. That's going to sound terrible. So she got her daughter to sing with me and did the harmonies. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that always just tugs at the heartstrings. You know, once the harmony kicks in, it's like, oh,
yeah, that was like episode 1 or 2 when the harmony kicks in.
That's so funny that you kicked somebody out.
She's my I had to pretend. I hope she's not listening to this episode.
Hey,
I had to pretend like
we don't have friends that are listening
that's
to
true. I literally tried to pretend like I was not going to be singing in the program so that she didn't think there was a chance we would sing together.
And then it was just like last minute I got roped into this and
I guess I have to.
I thought it was your friend's daughter that you like it was her that was going to sing and then you were like, no, go get your daughter.
Yeah. No.
I thought that's what you did.
Terrible.
I was like, oh my gosh. That's
I'm
gutsy.
not that cut though.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
All right.
Turned out very well. Like, I think songs are always better if there's someone harmonizing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Glad it went well. That's awesome. Okay. We've got the final 4 here.
Okay.
First up, when a video or performance inspires you to retry or attempt a skill versus eating chips and fresh homemade guacamole.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Skill.
Video.
Guac.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, Whitney.
Guac.
And I knew, and I stared you down as I said it.
How
And
did
I
you
knew.
know she was going to pick guac?
Because she was going like this and she knew too. She was shaking her head because she knew.
Okay.
She was like, uh-oh.
I can't think of a moment when I saw an inspiring video. That's what I'm struggling with.
Where you saw Well, like I don't think it's necessarily inspiring, right, Nate? Like it's more like it's just something that inspires you, not necessarily that it's like motivational.
When you see it,
its purpose.
And it could be like an artist, a painting, or music, or just anything that you're like, whoa, I'd like to attempt. Like I know my stepdad Rex, he's very like he can build or fix anything, and I remember when like all of the epoxy like tables. I don't know if you guys have seen that it looks like a river's running through it in different colors. Those. He's like, I think I could do that. And he made this awesome, like half moon shaped little table with like this blue epoxy running. It looks incredible. Yeah. And he made the most incredible. And so I don't know. It's cool when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, guac, we love it.
Guac.
Hey, guac. Yeah.
All right. But not enough to move it on.
All right. The other of the final four, brunch with friends or friend versus doing a scary thing
Don't forget
in public
the outlier.
Really well.
Oh, I love both of those.
It's hard.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Public.
Scary.
Okay, I heard brunch, scary, Adam.
Public.
Ooh.
I was watching your mouth and I still couldn't figure out what you said. I was like, what word did you choose?
Yeah. There's
something about the self-gratification of doing something well.
We actually had, I was talking to Whitney last night. We were actually having this conversation about speaking in front of crowds, and I absolutely love it. And Whitney's not a fan.
Can't you tell?
I mean, you've been.
But
you're doing great.
But I will say that was, I remember Whitney had told me, there's definitely been some times when you said like, for grad school or even at work, like when you've like nailed a presentation and it feels good.
It does.
If it makes you feel any better, this is not in front of any crowd, and only I think I will probably hear this 3 times as I do a pass on it, and then maybe 2 other people. So it's
I'll
just
listen
like
to it. I know
Nate'll get there.
Stace might not.
No.
And then
don't put me in that category, Nate. Don't be silly.
All 3 that are listening are going to really love it. Heaven immediately.
You've done your charity work in life.
Free pass.
You got a free pass
to people who are clearly good people.
Just a hidden heaven voucher in the middle of our podcast.
If that's all it took, man, our viewership would really go up.
But you can't tell anybody. They have to discover it on their own.
That's when their heart is pure.
Yes.
Okay, this is the last matchup. When a video or performance inspires you to retry or attempt a skill, or doing a scary public thing really well.
I feel like the one leads to the other.
They can, yeah.
Like practicing a skill and then you go out and perform it in front of others.
Oh, this is actually pretty tough for me because they're like very similar
They are very similar.
To me.
Yeah, I mean, you guys I feel like relate very hard with both of these.
Yeah, yes. It's very much just like doing things well, or like learning things, or like I don't know. It's very
or like
I'm thinking of stuff like in the same category for both of these.
I know.
Even though I guess like talking about them, they're not necessarily the same thing, but they are making me think of the same kind of stuff. Okay.
All right, we got to vote. So here we go.
And we've got to vote.
2, 1.
Scary in public.
Scary.
Yay! Yeah. All 3 of us. Nice. We did it. We did it.
The
that's amazing.
I'm surprised that one made it to the end.
Yeah.
Not if you know us well, you wouldn't be.
It's true. That is speaking very specifically to Adam and Stace there.
If there is anything that glorifies ourselves, Whitney. It's going straight to the top.
If there's anything about anybody witnessing me doing something well, I'm
then
yeah.
Of course, that's enough.
yeah, for sure. I want that. I want.
There's nothing I relate to more than that.
Yes.
Man.
I know we've talked about things adjacent to that, but I was surprised that we hadn't talked about that specifically.
Yeah.
And so I definitely, when you're, I don't know, like what's funny is even people who are like performers or people who are usually comfortable being in public, like it still never really stops being scary. You just get more comfortable with the fact of like, oh, I know I can do this type thing.
Yeah.
So it still feels so good. Like you said, like when you're like, even if it's like a still got it moment, or you're just like, yeah, it feels that gratification is awesome.
Yeah. I think I've grown pretty comfortable in public, but I still do have that fear of like doing poorly, I think.
Right.
And that's what I'm chasing after. So
yes. Yep. No, I thought that one might go all the way. I'm honestly bummed a Goofy movie didn't go further. That one's the fact that
you and me both, man.
Chips and guac. I was like, oh, this is an easy buy for the Goofy movie. Guac is great. I
actually felt I was going to go out on that one, but I didn't compromise my principles and my values. I stuck with what I knew I wanted.
Yeah,
but I could tell.
That's all we ask of you, Adam. That's all we ask of you.
And how brave of you to choose a Goofy movie.
And I will keep on this path. Everybody, Max. Whitney,
I'm glad that you're here so that I'm not the only one staring blankly into the screen.
It's a pizza cake.
Just waiting for them to finish whatever they're doing.
The song fits perfect. Above the crowd. Forget it.
I do love that song. I love when you
so good.
There isn't a song in that doesn't hit.
What about the one where they're floating on the car? Does that one hit for you?
Yes. Are you kidding?
Nobody else but you.
Yes. I'm a sucker for like a father-son storyline. So that song hits hard. Don't even. Don't even.
Well, our winner this week, a Goofy movie. Wow. What a matchup.
Yes, what a matchup. No, good stuff in there. Doing a scary public thing really well. Halloween one, really.
Halloween.
No, I love that. Honestly, I'm happy anytime anything wins because they're all my favorite things. So, but thank you so much for listening to this episode. You can find each of us at our different socials. Adam, you want to plug your socials? I know you said you're really gung ho on Instagram.
I'm trying to get off of it, off of social media, but I would still appreciate a follow for Fighting Favorites. If you could follow Fighting Favorites on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
Excellent. And Stace, we're just trying to stop the bleeding here. So where can they find you?
You can find me at StaceFace886 on Instagram or Health Coach Stacy G.
Health Coach Stacy G. That's right. Yeah. Sharing all those aha moments on Health Coach Stacy G. Yeah. Whitney.
Sharing all those moments where I do well in public.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whitney, is there a social or a place that the people can find you?
Fighting Favorites.
Heck yeah!
Yes. Yay!
Fighting Favorites on all the places, and you can search.
Nate, you posted something, so we can't do this anymore.
Last time.
You are alive and well.
That's right. Proof of life post did happen at the Nate Van.
More likes than anything we've ever posted.
But that's the thing, is like I don't post very often. So here's the
You're one of those people that when you post on Instagram, everybody gets a notification about it because it's just been like so long.
Wait,
it's like,
he's
whoa,
alive?
Nate posted.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually one of my New Year's resolutions is to share more music. So I'll probably be sharing some stuff on the IG occasionally.
Beautiful.
Like it.
But anyway, thanks again for listening. We've talked we've talked about a lot of my favorite things today. But you know what my favorite thing is? Stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. Literally.
So
Thanks
good.
for listening.
Oh
See you
my
next
gosh.
time. Hey everyone, Nate here. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Fighting Favorites. And if you enjoyed the show, leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. And for our Apple Podcast listeners, leave us a review with your rating and include one of your favorite things, and we'll put it on our Instagram poll that goes up every Friday. We're calling it Fighting Fridays, and it's definitely going to be a thing. And besides that, please tell your friends about the show. Word of mouth will make a huge difference. Lastly, if you submit your favorite things to fightingfavorites@gmail.com, we'll put them on the show. You can submit as many things as you want, and we'll put them in a bracket in a future episode. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.